when I saw this and that you had like that you basically had created your own battery holder, that kind of blew my mind. Because it just never occurred to me to create your own battery holder and that you could necessarily even buy those things individually, right? So, I mean, of
Uh,
course it makes sense, but I had never even looked for them before.
you're
So,
you're not the first person to think that. I don't know exactly, but I feel like this kit may be one of the very, very few electronics kits where you make your own battery holder.
I
It's a dubious claim because I'm not sure if that's something to be proud of, but like I think it's kind of cool. I absolutely did play with off the shelf ones, but
yeah.
decided against them for two reasons. One is these four metal things are a fraction of the cost of a plastic thing, and two, size, because the plastic thing is much bigger. I guess the third reason is that because it's my own design, it can snap better into the thing. You'll see later at final assembly, but this kind of like clunks into the enclosure bottom in a way that would have been a little harder if I were tied to some other thing. Just
Yeah, totally. I mean, it makes complete sense. I think it's kind of cool because it allows you to make the whole thing. I mean, you're already doing the 3D printed case, so it's kind of like why would you then try to like buy an off the shelf battery holder that then you would have to sort of like incorporate into the case and use mounting hardware or something like that in order to like fasten or tape or something like that,
right.
right? So I think it's totally cool.
Yeah.
Totally cool.
The extra cost here, you keep going while I talk, but the extra cost here is that, yeah, we're losing like 20 minutes to make this thing when it could have just been some off the shelf part. I think that's like the real problem with this, which I am,
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay with. If I were a good educator, I would write a whole thing on whatever, how batteries work and how batteries and series add together, and how if you take apart your remote control, if you like look in any whatever old Game Boy or something, and you look how the batteries are arranged, they're always like this sort of zigzag pattern so that they can all add up in series, and
Yep.
that three 1.5 volt batteries make 4.5 volts, and how that's like within the range of the supply voltage for this
It's-
thing, and blah 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 blah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you don't necessarily get that education with a off-the-shelf component.
Yep.
But I'm rationalizing.
No, it's all good stuff. I mean, yeah, until I started designing with electronics, I definitely never thought about like, oh, why do some things only use two batteries and why do some things use three and why do even others use four?
Right.
And then you start to think about all of that stuff. Okay, well, how am I powering it? How many batteries is that going to take? How much space is that going to be? Like, maybe the weight is an issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.